Hey friends, welcome to Thursday Thought. And as many of you know, I'm reading through Matthew. And the other day I came across a passage, and Jesus is talking to the religious leaders, the Pharisees, the Sadducees, and they're actually questioning Jesus. And they ask him a question. And it's not a bad question really. Let's pick it up. So Matthew 22, 36. One of them, an expert in the law, so one of these teachers, Pharisees, an expert in the law, came up to Jesus and asked him a question. He said, "Teacher, which is the greatest commandment in the law?" You know, it's not a bad question, is it? Because, you know, when the God's people, the Israelites, they were in the desert, God gave them the 10 Commandments. When then in Leviticus, they're given more and more laws. I think there's 300, 400 laws that the Jewish nation were encouraged to keep. And here this religious leader comes and asks Jesus, he says, which one of these, which is the greatest, which is the most important one? And Jesus replies with this. If you've got your Bibles, verse 37, Jesus replied, "Love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, and with all your mind. And the second is like this, love your neighbour as yourself." And all the law and the prophets hang on these two commandments. You know, a great reminder, isn't it? During this time, we are just to love the Lord your God with all your heart, with all your soul, with all your mind. What a challenge to, with everything that's going on in the world, just to love God. You know, and the second commandment, which is like it, is love your neighbour as yourself. You know, sometimes maybe your neighbour might be the closest person to you, to your family, for over a week. How are you going loving the person who lives right next to you? Loving them as Jesus loved them. You know, two great commandments, loving God, loving others. I want to encourage you this week. Try and do it better. All right, bye for now.